In the circle of car care enthusiasts, the good old brush does not have a good reputation because we are repeatedly told that this thing, which can be found in almost every self-service box, is supposed to cause scratches. But is that really the case? In this video, I would like to try to find out together with you. I hope you understand and forgive me for not conducting this test on my own car, but I have grabbed a specially prepared paint panel for this. This is pure black paint with a specifically, as we desired, relatively soft clear coat. So in that sense, this is the worst type of paint one can have because it is ultra sensitive and because you can really see every form of paint defect very, very clearly. I will now prepare the paint panel in such a way that I polish it as defect-free as possible so that we can really see every change that the brush creates or does not create. For those who are interested, we'll use the Rupus Decoris for this, a grinding polish, a cutting polish with the turquoise Swizzer thermopad, so again a cutting pad. And then in the second step, to really create a nice perfect finish, the Rupes Define with a black Swizzer thermopad. And all of this with the, which I have grown very fond of by now, the Rupes HLR 75 Usen cordless polishing machine. Of course, I will show you this only in fast motion, so we don't lose too much time. And afterwards, we will see each other directly at the self-service box. Well, as you can see, we are back at the self-service box, and now we will try to find out together if the brush actually causes scratches. And so you can see that we haven't manipulated anything here since I polished the panel. Let's take another look at the whole thing together. 1000. You see, this is still the same paint panel, which is still in the same condition. I have only added the tape so that we have a clear separation here. And then we will do the whole thing, completely without cuts in this video. I will now wash directly on one side here, and afterwards we will take another look at the whole thing. So the important thing is you have seen that everything has been done under the same conditions. Also went over both sides with the high pressure cleaner. Yes, maybe in the worst case the high pressure cleaner creates something for us and I used the brushing program. That means there was also shampoo in here which creates a certain lubricating film for us, but we are not interested in that. We want to know now. The brush has caused scratches. Here is the side that is still polished, and where we only went over it with the pressure washer, we see no scratches. And now let's see how it is here. Yes, we see it absolutely clearly. Do you see these fine scratches that run from top to bottom? These are exactly the ones we created with the brush. And I have now gone absolutely gently over this surface, meaning without much pressure. Now let's do the same. without a cut. I will go over the surface again, but now I will apply a bit of pressure to simulate what happens when someone really means business here at the self-service car wash. Then let's see how that looks. So you see, I am really applying pressure here. Very good. And then we rinse it off again. So again, without a cut in this video, like one side, still scratch free? Yes. And now take a look at this. And I believe this is now also a completely clear result. Those are quite a few and brutal scratches. We have the exact transition up here. Little pressure up here, but still a bit of scratches. And then slightly more pressure down here. And I believe we have a clear result for this experiment. So we clearly saw that the answer is yes. These wash brushes at the self-service box scratch your paint. Of course, we now need to tone this down a bit and above all clarify. The dirtier these brushes are, the more they scratch your paint. The worse these self-service boxes are maintained, the more they scratch your paint. The problem is quite simple. We do not know the condition of these brushes. We do not know what the person who washed their car right before us at this self-service car wash did with this brush. These are simply factors of uncertainty. That's exactly why we do this whole rigmarole in car care with 2 wash buckets, microfiber wash mitts, and car shampoos, so that we get as few scratches in our paint as possible. I hope I was able to answer this very frequently asked question for you in this video, and above all, demonstrate that these wash brushes at the self-service car wash do indeed cause scratches on your paint, especially if used incorrectly. If you now feel like learning how to clean your car as gently as possible, I will link a video up here that introduces you in detail to the so-called 2-bucket method, which is essentially the basic concept of gentle, caring, and sustainable vehicle care or hand washing. Additionally, I will link another video up here where I explain how to put together your cost-effective starter set for car care and which product categories you absolutely need. And now we will do something additional. Maybe you're saying to yourself now, but I really want to use this brush. There's no way I can use this brush that is still gentle on my paint and won't cause scratches. And one must say yes, this option does exist. It is called a microfiber brush cover, and my colleague Sebastian will now introduce you to this method.
The brush cover is also ideal as a cap. Just kidding. Here's the foam brush. You can already see there's a lot of foam in there. You can rinse it out a bit more here, but we don't know who worked with this tool before and how much dirt they dealt with. There's also a lot of dirt and sand on the ground here, and we simply don't want that on the paint. That's why there is this cover. You simply take this here on the left and right, where the seams are connected. You clamp it between your legs. Then pull it over the top, and then pull it from the bottom. Check the corners. A bit more here. It's also nicely centered and holds on the left and right really well. And then it starts, and with that, there's nice protection against the dirt that's in here, which is still in the bristles, while still keeping our nice microfiber that we also know from the wash mitts. It's just a really good compromise. You throw in a euro or a token, depending on how it is for you, and go to the foam brush. And we'll see how quickly something comes out here. At first, just water, then it flushes the line, so to speak. And eventually, shampoo will also come out here. It always takes a little moment, but you can already see here, nothing is foaming out at the top. It comes through the cover 100%. You can feel pressure is building up here, and it should actually be here shortly. Yes, here it comes. Here comes the foam water. And now you can actually get started right away. Start at the back here. The nice thing about my car is that you can get over all the spots, the shampoo water foams or rinses, the dirt away from the fibers as well. You can see here, absolutely top. And this way, you can work wonderfully with this foam brush. Just be a little careful with the cable, and it works wonderfully. Just as a demonstration for you here, nice thing. And the biggest advantage is that everything is sprayed out of the cover again. And you also don't see any dirt marks running or anything like that. That's the nice thing. If you notice that the cover is a bit dirty, you can simply run your hand over the front to push the dirt out a bit. 2001, because fresh shampoo is continuously added, and it also rinses the dirt out. That's the big advantage. When you're done, you can simply hold the lance like this, flip it back over a corner, and take it off easily. And we can even see that there's dirt inside. Let's take a look at that in a moment. Let's flip it over. And that's exactly what I mean. Be a little careful. There. We have dirt. We have dirt. That's all dirt. There's even a bristle here. A loose one. Here we have dirt hanging. There we have dirt hanging. Here we have dirt hanging. There. And all of that is completely retained. And some, as I said, leave the brush so dirty behind. A cover is absolutely essential. And you can also see here, the white fibers are all white now, completely rinsed out. We have no black spots here because A, the pre-cleaning worked well, and B, the cover rinses itself out repeatedly. And this is absolutely great for the self-service box, especially if you are not allowed to work with a hand washing method. I think this thing is absolutely essential.
If you found the video interesting, we would be very happy if you give us a thumbs up. If you liked the video, then subscribe to this channel and tune in for the next video. Bye.